Hello and thank you for joining me today for July's Hither and Yon free kit, which is called Rose Garden Tea Party. Now, Hither and Yon Studio channel, DJ at Hither and Yon Studios. Sorry, that was a really poorly constructed sentence. Let me start again. DJ at Hither and Yon Studios. Every month she releases a free kit for that month. And it's free throughout the entire month of the release month. And after that, you can still purchase it for a very reasonable price. And then there'll be a new kit available the following month. So this is July's kit, and it is a Rose Garden Tea Party folio. Now, DJ gave us enough stuff to have a couple of options as to what you want the front and back cover and things to be. But instead of just choosing one, I made an extra long folio. So it's, let's call it rustic. It wasn't going to be rustic, but it is rustic. So that's what it is. And I really like how it turned out. And you can see we've got a couple of charms here. We've got a butterfly and a flower charm here. And that is attached to something that's inside that I will show you shortly. I've got this little thing as the kind of title thing, and this bow, and then a oval shaped thing here which covers up a magnet and it dismagnetizes. And there's a couple of bits I need to stick back down because I stuck the side bits on and then it's kind of flapped about. And then I've just done a little collage of things here just to cover up the magnet that's there. And my Friday freebie, you can also sign up to DJ's Friday freebies, and you might be on a different rotation, so not everybody gets the same freebie. But mine this week was these cute little bell jars, and I thought, oh, they quite suit this kit. So I just cut some out and pop them under this belly band here, and I will ink them up and do stuff with them at another point. So this belly band, I added this strawberry in, and then we've got this cake and a cake slice, and this says, "Roses don't rush, neither should we." Now, these words do not come with the kit. These words come courtesy of Mr. ChatGPT, that I asked for some Rose Garden Tea Party words and phrases, and that's what he gave me. Not just this, there's a few other throughout. So yeah, I have succumbed to AI in not for art, but for what's it called, words and stuff, which apparently my brain cannot conjure, so I have to get some outside help. So because I've used all of the kit, it goes out quite fast, so we'll get there. So we open up, we go to this pocket here with this cupcake on it, and it says "Summer Sips." And we've got "Among the roses and the steam we found gentle joy," and there's a little mouse in a cup, and here's a little teapot and some cups of tea. And obviously, because I am British, tea is my favourite thing, and it's basically what runs through me instead of blood. So I love tea with milk, thank you. And this says, "Time slows in the garden where hearts steep like tea leaves." And I do also like herbal tea and things as well. And I obviously don't put milk in those. I know some people put milk in things like Earl Grey. I don't like Earl Grey. I only put milk in like black tea. So like English breakfast type tea. And this says "Bloom and Brew." And I've got a couple of pockets here. So this little one at the front, and I just made a little ticket out of some offcuts of paper. And then a couple of longer tickets. And they're just white on the back. And then this other pocket, which is the same as that background. I thought it kind of went in there nicely. And then we open up again, and we've got this page here. So we've got this little teacup and a couple of little tags. It's tiny tag and this other tag, and that's a little hidden tuck here. And it says, "In every cup of tea a story blooms." And we can open this up, and we've got this pocket up here, and that says "Rosewater Reflections." And we've got these couple of lovebirds with on top of a cup of tea, and this tag comes out and it looks like that. And I recently got a tab punch. I was torn between getting a whale tail and getting this one, and I decided in the end to get this one. And I'm going to wait and see if the whale tail one comes down in price, and maybe I'll buy that or put it on my wish list. This is another teapot and some rose water tea by the looks of it, and this has got a little ticket in that says Petal Pressed Memories, and then another hidden, hiding away tiny tag. And in here we've got this tall tag, and I've left all this blank, and because then you can write on both sides, and it says lace trim napkins, sugared smiles and rose blushed cheeks. And then we've got a couple of cards that you can either put a photo on or you can write on. I could stencil on, put some pictures on, right on the back, just kind of, there's lots of writing space there. And then in here we've got what these charms are attached to, which is a little booklet, a little mini journal. I've rounded the edges. We've got a rose speaks of love silently in a language only the heart understands. And then in this book, I'm not going to read them all out, but I've put words and phrases on pretty much all of the pages. Some of the pages are white, some of them are patterned, some of them are avocado dyed. And either photos can get put on them or write on them, maybe in like marker pens, like Sharpie or something on some of those darker ones. This is my avocado dyed paper. So that's that, and it matches the back there. And then I know this elastic string is really bright, but I really like it. And so that pops in there. These little charms pop out as a little teaser. They go back in. And then I just start folding it over so it doesn't fall off. And then this page, we've got this sundae, lovely strawberry sundae. Oh, I'm coming off the screen. And another little pocket with a couple of hidden little tiny tags in there. Some memories are best steeped in sunlight and rose petals. And then if we open this, we've got this pocket, scone and serenity. And I say scone, I am not posh enough to say scone, thank you. And this is a little cake stand of cupcakes and a spoon, which I thought was cute. And then some little journaling, mini journaling cards, a bird in a hat, a lemon themed spread, and another bird in a hat. Bird in the hat is worth 2 in the bush or something, however that goes. And this says, pass the jam, pour the dreams. I had to get jam in there somewhere. If you've seen my creep on June, you know why. And then we've got a little rose on this cup here. And then in here, we have 2 little birdies and then a baby birdie in this cup. And it's obviously getting in the way of his mum and dad having a smooch on the cup. And then we've got a hat over here. And this opens up like this. Just got some gardening twine. And then this pops up and it says quiet elegance. That's just covering that brad. It says the garden held our secrets between its thorns and tea leaves. That pops down and that hiding the other brad. A tea party is a spell of sweetness and soft conversation. And this page says spoons clink, birds sing and the roses listen. That says garden whimsy. Tea among the thorns. Another cake stand. I think I've put on about £5 just looking at all these cakes. Just a plain journaling card that has a big version and a little version of this pattern on either side, so you can write on both of those. And a bunny in a hat, and then a little strawberry. And this was actually a happy accident because I wasn't paying attention and I put the notch in this upside down, and I thought, okay, that's fine, we can just put it at the top of the page and it can be a top tuck like that. But of course I keep putting everything in the wrong way and not knowing how they go back. So I'll just pop you there, or I'll pop you there, and that'll do for now. And then that goes back down here. And then these are, it's got a rose there and a strawberry there. And that just figure of 8 goes around. This is actually the first time I've made one of these little coin envelope, what's it called, policy closures. And then I just ripped a bit of my scrap paper up and just put that as a little handle for the twine. And then the final page we've got here says porcelain petals, and we've got this cupcake again. I keep forgetting the word cupcake. And that goes in here, and it's some roses and a teapot full with roses. This one's quite a tight squeeze, and DJ did say that she made them quite tight. And the way that she glued them in was to hold it and put the glue around it, but I think my glue kind of splurges out further, so you can watch me struggle. There we go. And then that's that one again. So that is my long, super long folio. And then it just goes fold, 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 and they go in there, and pop. There we go. And that's just the back. And I've just stuck some stuff along the sides of a couple of the sides, but like I say, that's kind of coming off, so I need to stick that down better. And then we've got the two little charms here. I don't think I showed you them properly. So we've got butterfly and a little flower. And that is that. So head over to Hither and Yon's YouTube channel to find out how you can download your July kit. If it is still July 2025, it is free. And I have got a playlist to the other kits that I have made from the free kits, so I will link that in the description. You can check that out. I'll also link DJ's channel as well in the title. And that is all I have for you today. So please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this kit, or my interpretation of, or my make of this kit. And I will be back again with something else soon. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.